If you work in real estate, you already know this, but people don't buy homes the way that they used to. They don't drive around looking for a for sale sign anymore. They don't flick through brochures, and they definitely don't walk into a real estate agency until they feel like they already know you. These days, buyers start online, scrolling, researching, comparing, saving posts, and building trust way before they ever book a viewing. Did you know that more than 95% of home buyers begin their search digitally? That means your social media presence isn't just a part of your brand, it is your brand. Hey, I'm Connie, the social media coordinator here at Sendible, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the full structure of a real estate social media strategy. One that doesn't just get you likes, but builds trust, drives inquiries, and helps you stand out in a crowded market. And to make this easier, we've created a free real estate social media marketing template. You can download it right now and work through alongside this video, or you can save it for later. Inside, you'll find a content calendar, your audience builder, your KPI guide, and your strategy snapshot, all in one place. So I've linked that in the description. Now let's get into it. So before you post anything new, you need to understand the foundations that you're working with. Most real estate agents skip this part, but an audit is like a health check for your online presence. It gives you clarity, direction, and a starting point, so it's absolutely vital for your social media strategy. Inside the template, there is a full audit quiz, but let's work through some of those questions together now. When someone lands on your profile, does it immediately communicate who you help and what you stand for? Does your content feel intentional, or does it just feel like bits and pieces posted whenever you have the moment? So go through the full quiz and you'll see statements like, I consistently generate leads from my social media efforts, or I post content across platforms at least 3 times per week. Now give yourself a score from 1 to 5, where 1 means that you're not doing this at all, and 5 means that you're always doing it. Make sure you don't overthink this, because it's not a test. Think of it as a snapshot of what's working and what could use some improvement. For example, maybe you're really great at creating fun educational content, but you haven't really viewed those results in months. Or maybe you're posting listings consistently, but your personal brand isn't really clear yet. By the end of the quiz, you're going to have a really great sense of your strengths. It's a simple step, but it's super powerful because you can't improve what you haven't measured. Now pause the video if you need to, fill out the first few statements, and then we'll continue building your strategy together. The goal of the audit isn't to tear your content apart. It's to find the small things that make your social presence clearer, stronger, and more strategic. A mistake that a lot of realtors make is believing their content needs to appeal to everyone. But when your messaging is that broad, it doesn't really deeply resonate with anyone. Inside the template, there's a target audience profile section, because understanding your audience on a deeper level is what shapes your content tone, your pacing, and the stories that you share. Think about your buyers. Who are they? A first-time buyer is nervous and they want reassurance more than anything. A family upgrading to a bigger home are going to want lifestyle guidance. Sellers want transparency and professionalism, and investors are going to want numbers and clarity. When you know the motivations behind each audience group, you can stop guessing what to post and start creating content that feels specific, helpful, and actually aligned with the people you want to attract. This clarity builds trust, and trust is the real currency of real estate. Now that you know who you're talking to, you need goals that give your strategy direction. Not vague ideas like grow my page or get more leads, but smart goals that help you measure what's working. Smart goals don't just help you track progress, they help you understand what to prioritize. They stop you from trying to post daily on 4 platforms and burning out. They guide your decisions, your formats, and your content frequency. And the biggest thing, they make your results feel achievable. If you're balancing being a full-time agent with creating content, your goals shouldn't feel like another job. They should fit into your work life and support the way that you work. With clear goals in place, your entire strategy becomes so much easier to build. Okay, you absolutely do not need to show up everywhere. Choosing the right platform is about understanding where your client spends their time and where you naturally feel comfortable creating. Instagram is your go-to for trust building, visuals, reels, and stories. Facebook is best for local audiences, families, and sellers. LinkedIn is perfect if you want to position yourself as a market expert, especially for investors. YouTube Shorts gives you easy reach with micro property tours and quick tips, and then TikTok is going to help you show the personality behind the profession. And finally, Google Business Profile boosts your local search presence more than most agents realize. When you choose 2 or 3 core platforms instead of 6, your content becomes more consistency and your energy is more focused. So make sure to focus on the ones that are a core priority for you. Next, let's focus on content pillars. These are the backbone of your strategy. They're the themes that make your content feel consistent, structured, and recognizable without you having to reinvent yourself every other week. For realtors, the most effective pillars tend to be educational content, property spotlights, client stories, and community highlights. But it's not the labels that matter, it's the intention behind them. Educational content positions you as a guide. Property content shows your expertise in action. Client stories build trust in a way that numbers just can't. Community content helps people imagine their life in a place long before they visit. Pillars keep your content balanced and ensure you're catering to your audience's needs and not just posting whenever you have a free moment. Once you have these pillars, brainstorming becomes a million times easier. Now this is where everything starts making sense. A content calendar isn't about filling every day with posts. It's about giving yourself a repeatable rhythm that supports your business instead of stressing you out. Inside the templates, your calendar lets you snap your pillars, platforms, goals, and KPIs all in one place. It helps you plan weeks ahead, batch your content when needed, and avoid that last minute scramble of what do I post today. Then your content becomes intentional and it begins to make sense not only to you but to your audience as well. And you could start repurposing that content, turning one idea into 3 or 4 posts, because this happens naturally when you're more organized. The more you plan ahead, the more time you have on the days where everything else needs your attention. And finally, at the end of the template, there's a 1-page strategy snapshot that brings everything together. Your audience, your insights, your platforms, your goals, your pillars, your posting frequency, your tools, and your KPIs. This is going to be your guide for the next 90 days. Anytime you feel overwhelmed, unsure what to post, or tempted to throw the entire strategy away and start from scratch, this 1-page summary brings you back to center. And you can redo it at the start of every quarter to make sure that your content is up to scratch. It's simple, helpful, and every realtor should have one. And there you have it. Social media doesn't have to feel chaotic or confusing, especially in real estate. When you build a strategy that's clear, organized, and designed around your actual customers, everything else becomes easier. Your content, your consistency, and your confidence. Now, if you want to put everything we talked about into action and you haven't already, make sure to download our real estate social media marketing template. It's linked below, it's free, it's detailed, and it's designed to walk you through step by step, helping you create a full strategy. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have any social media related questions. And I'll see you in the next video.